Korea's contribution to modern science. Agenda. What are the contributions of Korea to modern science and everyday living? What are the social, cultural, historical, and environmental factors that led to these contributions? Which bits and pieces of Korea's scientific culture have reached the Philippines? How and why?
Good morning everyone, I am Joyce and Hernandez and I will be talking about the contributions of Korea to modern science. But before that, I have here a fact about Korea. I have read that Korea is one of the world's biggest technology contributor, so you'll be amazed of what they have invented throughout the years. First invention is for combating COVID, which is infection control robot. A technology that identifies whether the person is wearing a mask or not, allow to monitor body temperature, and used to issue verbal requests. Next invention is accessible tech for reading and seeing by touch, which is a dot pad. It makes it possible for students to view mathematical shapes, charts, and graphs in real time as they are displayed on a digital board in a classroom. Third invention is Sensi Editor, a software that converts ebooks into accessible formats for readers with visual impairments. Fourth is for entertainment innovation, which is ScreenX. It provides the world's first 270-degree panoramic cinematic experience by expanding the screen onto the sidewalls of the theater. Next invention is LG Display TV. This flexible screen TV was created in response to the rising interest in flexible display technology. Next is smart glasses reimagined. These glasses change how you see the world around you by overlaying computer-generated or digital information on the real world. Second to the last is for predicting cardiac arrest, and that is Vuno Med Deepcars. A medical device analyzes the potential risk of cardiac arrest based on 4 vital signs: blood pressure, pulse, respiration, and body temperature. Last invention of Korea is for sustainable solutions like open leading electric vehicle, a vehicle that are capable of charging while moving or in stationary.
Good day, I am Carl Vincent as Lagan, and I will be talking the social, cultural, historical, and environmental factors that led to the invention of infection control robot, DotPad, Sensi, and ScreenX. Science and technology have played an important role in the rapid socio-economic transformation of South Korea. The social, cultural, and environmental and historical factors displays a big role for their contribution. For the infection control robot, Kimi, the environmental factors, viruses and pollutions, nowadays was too dangerous as we know that virus is not visible in the human eyes and the pollution is caused by the civilization. Social factor, which includes the population density, as more deaths are tallied during this pandemic, and cultural factors displays in which people had to adapt the new normal lifestyle such as distancing, wearing face masks, and sanitizing. Kimi is a way for their safety. However, in DotPad and Sensi, the social and environmental factors displays a big role in the invention of it. This tech is for those who have visually impaired, as we know that these people hardly adapt to determine and see what the others and the surroundings look like in their eyes. By developing this tech, they can see clearly and can translate visual data into tactile form. It's also a big help to the education system as it can be displayed in digital board in classroom. Korean wanted to try different norms for those who is blind and had low eye visions. Also, in history of education of visual impaired, Braille textbook might receive for almost a semester. By this too, it can convert 300 pages of standard digital text to a Braille file in only 30 seconds. Lastly, in ScreenX is the solution for the social factor for gathering more audiences since it was made to improve the movie theater or cinema to be able to watch more comfortable. Cultural and historical factor since ScreenX can display it with high quality to improve it continuously.
So, hello po, I am Ryn Jake G and I will be talking about the social, cultural, historical, and environmental factors that lead to this contribution in Korea. So first, flexible screen TV. It is created by LG company in Korea because of the rising interest in flexible display in their country, as well as the demand for incorporating television into aesthetic design of living. So television has become an important tool in Korea in transmitting their cultural values and able to shape the cultural and public opinion. In historical factor, because of its aesthetical vibes and unique features unlike the old TVs. Also, it is really a good help for Korean environment because it's raised awareness in their current environmental problems. So next is healthcare app that predicts cardiac arrest. Social factor of this is it is created to analyze the potential risk of cardiac arrest of the people in Korea. So the cultural factor is it is really affect the society and the economy because it can save lives. In historical, before in Korea, tons of people died every day because of cardiac arrest. Now they have an app that can lessen the increasingly amount of people dying from cardiac arrest. So it gives a good factor to environment like placebo effect because it saves people that can save environment. So next is smart glass reimagine. Social factor of this is Korean inventors did this to advance in augmented reality so that people can appreciate AI world more using these glasses. The cultural factor of this is it can affect the consumer's lifestyle on his everyday life. Historical factor of this is it develops the normal eyeglass before to a more advanced technology like smartphones. So it doesn't really affect the environment because it is more on virtual world. So last is recharging roads for electric vehicles. The social factor of this is it is created by Korean company for their government sustainable solution to eliminate the need for charging stations and requires a far smaller battery sizes compared to other vehicle. Cultural factor of this is it affect also the way of lifestyle of people who normally driving a fueled vehicles. Historical factor is it develops the way of charging the electric vehicles before and it gives more convenience now. And the good factor of this environment is it is eco-friendly. That's all, thank you.
Hi, I'm Astrid Janina, and I'm gonna answer the question: which bits and pieces of South Korea's scientific culture have reached the Philippines? How and why? First, let's know what is scientific culture. Scientific culture is a product of humans or particular groups of humans' activities. Among such intellectual creation, scientific culture as a crystallization of intellectual activities is playing increasingly decisive role in the development of human society. Now we know what is scientific culture. Let's proceed in answering our question. LG Display's signature 4K OLED TVR is a flexible screen TV is one of the inventions of South Korea and a piece of scientific culture that reached the Philippines. This luxury tech item was created in response to the rising interest in flexible display technology, as well as the demand for incorporating television in the aesthetic design of the living room. How and why this invention from South Korea reached the Philippines? Do you know why? It is because everyone is expecting and wanting an innovation. People seeing new inventions from other countries amaze them. Foreign scientific culture can help other countries in a specific situation or thing. Scientific culture influences the conscious and unconscious thinking processes of decision makers